Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going.
This episode is sponsored by the Model Hypnotherapist, helping you rewire your mind for calm, confidence and clarity. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at the Model Hypnotherapist, or head to www.themodel-hypnotherapist.com to explore hypnotherapy, mindset tools and more. As you lie yourself back, you can settle down and begin to relax, and just make yourself nice and comfortable. You can notice the weight of your head resting there on the pillow, and you can be aware of your head relaxing on the pillows, knowing that those pillows will fully support the weight of your head. So you don't have to hold any stress or tension in your shoulders or neck. You can just let your head rest back, nice and relaxed, and let go. And you can relax your shoulders too, because you know that the bed will fully support you. It can take your full weight, your full height, every muscle, every fibre of your being, as you just relax back into that bed, fully supported. Because now is the time for you to do nothing. You don't have to be anywhere, you don't have to do anything. You can just lie back and relax, and your mind can drift and dream as you hear all the sounds around you. The sounds outside, none of these things need distract or disturb you, as they comfortably remind you that the world is safely still turning. And you can allow yourself a moment to just rest back, relax, and let go. You can let go of any tension in your stomach or across your shoulders. Ease off those muscles in your back and down your spine, and along the muscles in your legs, down through your ankles and all the way to your feet, your toes, even your arms, and every finger loosening and relaxing, perfectly at ease, drifting and dreaming with your thoughts as you pay attention to your breathing, that gentle rise and fall that happens all by itself. And with every breath you take, and with every word I speak, you can just let go. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you find you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit, so that my voice just fades into the background, but that doesn't matter either. The sound of my voice is going to continue to relax you, and it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word I say, because very soon now, you're going to be more relaxed than you've ever known. Imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and can see the long grasses around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean, with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay, so that the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path with the ferns and grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass. And you just catch the faint smell of salt borne in on the breeze. And become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down toward the forest, moving so easily, so effortlessly, you feel almost as though you're floating on air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead to form a canopy, their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest with the gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and undergrowth relaxes you still further as you move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path, down and down, towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, and you find yourself on a beautiful deserted beach. A beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you, to a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so that their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily along the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker golden colour when you get there, and you change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints on the sand behind you. Every so often, a larger than usual wave sends rivulets of water foaming around your feet. And as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny coloured pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand. All these things seem to create a timelessness for some unknown reason, and you find yourself a comfortable position, a grassy hollow maybe, to just sit and gaze out across the rolling depths to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand idly through your fingers. There's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to fathom it out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. It comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, until it's immediately overhead, the largest, fluffiest, whitest cloud you can ever remember. And you somehow know, just by instinct, that you can let all your worries, all your cares, all your fears just drift up towards this large white cloud. You can actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral. Maybe like smoke from a bonfire, just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all your worries into itself, swallowing up all your fears and anxieties and becoming steadily darker all the time, until just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of your worries and cares disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears and anxieties, to the edges of the universe, leaving you totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. And now, all your troubles and cares have floated away from you, and you settle yourself down into a comfortable position and just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And while you sleep, you have a dream. You dream you're walking down a long corridor, stretching away in front of you in a long, gentle curve. So long that you can't actually see the end of it. But you know that this corridor is in the very depths of your subconscious, in the part of your mind that knows just what to do and just how to do it. And as you begin to move along this beautiful corridor, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, you realise that time and space are beginning to lose their meaning, and slowly the walls of the corridor seem to dissolve, leaving you in a large room. The room is full of gentle golden light that relaxes you still further, and you suddenly realise, with a surge of inspiration and pleasure, that what you once saw as limits are merely stepping stones to a greater success. It suddenly dawns on you with a surge of joy and anticipation that what once seemed to you to be the limits of your personality, of your skills and abilities, are nothing more than stepping stones to even greater success. One wall of this room is like a huge television screen with words and images flashing across it, too fast for you to see. And you realise that this information being transmitted to different parts of your mind and body. And you use your mind to will it to stop. And as you do so, the screen clears and the word ready appears in large flashing letters. And now your mind is prepared and receptive to everything I'm going to say to you. And everything I say will be accepted and acted upon by your subconscious. It will have a steadily increasing effect upon the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave over the coming days and weeks and months. In this quiet and calm space, notice how still your mind can be. You begin to realise that food is just food. It has no power over you. The noise, the chatter, the cravings begin to fade away now, like background music slowly being turned down until it's almost silent. You may have felt pulled in many directions before. Should I eat this? What did I eat earlier? What will I eat next? But now your mind knows it's okay to rest. Food is no longer a battle, no longer a puzzle to solve. You trust your body. You can listen to its signals without fear, without obsession. You know the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger. And when you feel true hunger, you respond with kindness, not guilt. Your thoughts around food become fewer, quieter, softer. You don't need to think about food all day. You are free to enjoy it, nourish with it, and move on. You feel a growing sense of peace around meals. Freedom is rising inside you, a quiet confidence and natural rhythm. Food is simply part of life, not the centre of it. Your mind is becoming your ally, supportive, calm, steady. You trust yourself. You know when enough is enough. You are in charge. You feel calm, clear, and free. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and you'll return to full awareness, bringing with you this calm, this freedom, and this clarity. 1. Becoming aware of the room. 2. Moving your fingers and toes. 3. Taking a deep breath in. 4. Feeling refreshed and in control. And 5. Eyes open, feeling calm, clear, and free. Welcome back.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you feel inspired to take action and manifest the life you deserve. Don't forget to come and join me over on social media and Instagram at Busy Mums Fitness Corner for more tips, motivation and behind the scenes. And also be sure to check out my books on Amazon. They're designed to help you manifest your dreams and grow. And if you're ready to take the next step and work with me, you can head over to my linktree for all the details. Let's make magic happen together. So until next time, keep manifesting and stay amazing.